Welcome to the Crypto Navigator Show. I'm your host, Alan. Tonight we got Mel on deck, and everybody's going to be showing up late tonight. Lots going on, I'm sure. Guys, I really appreciate everybody showing up tonight. Looks like we're going to have a pretty full house tonight. Just everybody's got things going on and showing up late. Appreciate those that showing up early. Hustle hard, man. I really appreciate you showing up. Yes, thank you for your kind words, my friend. I am surviving. Tim, appreciate you, brother. Silver Days, man. You are the legend. Appreciate you as well, man. Guys, doing a lot right now. Got a lot going on. I did want to kind of come out and do a live stream and share what was going on. Going through a divorce. Lots going on in my life. Not going to let it destroy me like many others have in the past. And I have a lot of support from many of you probably listen to my voice tonight, and it is really helping me. Got a lot of clarity, and I didn't want to hold back from the community, and I'm sure a lot of people saw me kind of slip a little bit in the last 6 months and not do streams and stuff. I do apologize for that, but at the same time, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. So thanks for everybody supporting me and being here for me in my storm. What's up, Sean? And guys, we got a lot to talk about tonight. I've actually got some guests coming on the stream tonight that are going to be in the chat probably. Met a lot of people in the last few months that I've been telling about my stream, and the panel, the panel and the chat literally share their knowledge with everybody wholeheartedly. What's up, Tyrone? What's up, Big Watch Dude? So yeah, guys, I appreciate what you guys share in the chat as well, because people see it. What's up, Quentin Miller? People see these comments, they read them, they investigate, and it really helps. So I try to put your comments as I can on here. It's kind of hard. It's tough for those that know StreamYard. It's difficult watching the whole panel and the stream at the same time. So if I miss a comment or two in between, don't take offense to it. I'm just busy. But guys, I want to talk a little bit about the market drop. I'm sure most of us are aware of the FLMC meeting. I think a lot of us were expecting it. I certainly was. I even told a few probably listening to the stream tonight, I'm feeling a big pullback, but it's healthy, but I'm feeling a big pullback. So some people might want to take some profits off the table before it dropped, but hey, it happened. It's here. No sense in crying about it. It's going to turn around. I know most of us know that. And, this is just a good cool off period for us to go to the next stage. So I want to ask your opinion, Diamond Hands and Sean, what do you feel? How are you feeling about this pullback, and what do you feel about the future and where we're going?
Yeah, what's going on, Crypto Navigator? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Sean.
Okay.
How do you feel about this current pullback and where you think we're going as far as short term?
I think the short term, the pullback is healthy. It might last a week or so, but I think by the time we get I heard, comments somewhere between the 25th and the 28th, might see another little surge. And I think the bigger surge is going to happen after January 20th.
Nice. January 20th. Okay, why the 20th, Sean? Why the 20th? What's so significant about the 20th?
There's a little event going on in DC, and while a bunch of people gather, some dude will put his hand on the Bible. Some dude will put his hand on the Bible and says he swears to protect and defend the United States from all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Yep. So you think the swearing in is gonna set the catalyst, huh?
Well, not necessarily the swearing in, but when we find out what executive orders get signed that day, and if any of them have to do with crypto or bringing in the crypto czar, and that's the day that Gary Gensler resigns from the SEC, then yeah, I expect to see some good movement.
Nice. And Diamond Hands, you there? You still got company there taking care of something? Yep, he's still got something.
So yeah. So anyway, yeah. So Navi, I think it's we're going to see some good stuff.
I agree, son. I think in the next 6 months, we're really, it's in my opinion, this is not financial advice. Let's get the disclaimer right out of the way right now. None of the people on this stream or in the chat are giving financial advice. We're only sharing what we're doing with our money. Now, that being said, you should do whatever you want with your money and do your own research before you make an investment into anything, regardless of what it is.
Agreed. Always do your own research.
That being said, now if we share something of some sort of like, I'm going to buy this or I'm going to buy that, do your own research first. Don't just listen to what we say. Actually do your research so you're not convicted. And when you make a decision and sell it before it's actually in profit, don't blame us that you sold it before it was in profit. You just weren't patient enough to wait, is my opinion. That's what I'm going to tell you.
I had a conversation with a good friend of mine for many, many years about an hour ago. And I actually sent him the link to the stream. Hopefully he's in here. But I had that exact same conversation. You know, he wanted not my advice, but what he wanted is just me to share information with him so he knows where to go digging.
Correct.
That's the name of the game.
So I met about 6 people that I told about crypto in the last week, literally, just because I know we're so close to actually, getting to where we think numbers should be. This is all FUD going on right now. It's typical. The FLMC meeting was planned. Pretty much knew that was going to happen. We have a I do believe it's going to be a pause. They're predicting a pause. A pause doesn't really make much of a difference in a market. A pullback, a price increase would destroy the market right now. Literally, it would wreck all markets. Knowing finances, I would love Adam to come on and go a little bit more in detail about that. Hoping he'll come on tonight. He's listening to my voice. But yeah, the market will definitely tank if we get a raise. So I'm expecting a rate pause and not an increase or a decrease from all the knowledge that I've been researching lately. So that will keep the market at a stable point, but it'll also give buying opportunity. So I want to point out something a lot of people aren't really thinking about. When markets go up and down, it does it for a reason. You can't have a market keep going up and not have a pullback. You don't give buying opportunity. You don't give the red days for degens like you and I listening to our voice a buying opportunity to buy the red day. So green candles are dangerous. That's correct, Parabolic. So, yeah, this was expected. I was definitely thinking it was going to happen a lot sooner. What's up, lower level?
Lower.
Hey, what's up, guys? How is everybody?
Doing okay.
Doing okay. That's a good word, Sean. Lower level's traveling right now and jumping on anyway. I appreciate you, lower level. You're awesome.
Yes, sir. I just rolled into Oregon just a minute ago. So
okay.
Nice. So those for new that are in the stream or listening to the chat, Lower Level is one of the OGs of the crypto industry and has done very well for himself because he does a lot of research, and spends the time and actually takes risk. So I'd probably say about 90% of us take risk, but the other 10% just don't. And I get it. It's not for everybody. But just by listening to some of these things that people are saying on the stream, you will learn something. So don't take that as financial advice, but take that as a challenge to do your research. So,
yeah,
it doesn't hurt that I'm a degenerate gambler also. So,
well, you picked the right industry to be in at the right time.
Yes, sir. I've been scraping ZERPs this whole ride, my friend.
Yes. I would have liked to have been a little bit more risky, but unfortunately, my situation's a little bit different. I have. Most of you know, I had to take about a 50% pay and decrease for the last 2 years. So I just really haven't had any money to invest. The only money I've actually switched around was profits that I took and moved from one coin to the next, just consolidating my portfolio into the utility-based assets that I know are going to make it. If we do go back into a bear market, which I think we definitely will, probably won't happen anytime really, really soon, but you never know. So don't take that as financial advice. Take that as a challenge to do your research. Anyway, lower.
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of my time on the First Ledger lately. That's where I've been lately, is firstledger.net. Trading those meme coins.
Trading the memes. Is you made the most money on the First Ledger pretty much this bull run?
Yeah, that and XP market. I mean, with all the new stuff going on the XRPL right now, I mean, it's crazy. They've got so many new people coming over from Solana, so many players coming over from Ethereum, that all the things that XRPL was missing, they now have. So it's exciting over there.
You're talking about developers, right? You said players.
Yeah, degens, players, devs,
Okay.
lots of new projects, lots of things going on.
Are
Yeah,
you using like trading bots or anything like that to do these swaps and stuff that you're doing lower level?
No, not really. I mean, I spend so much time watching all the charts that I'm almost a crazy person, so I don't miss a whole lot. So I do most of mine manually.
What's up, Marvin? Yeah, I asked you that because I'm like really concerned about these bots and stuff, because it's like, honestly, I think he who has the most money is going to get the best bot. You know, I don't know how these algorithms work for these bots and stuff like that, but I'm really curious. Actually, Web Patsy was talking about it. He's pretty up to speed on a lot of this AI stuff and everything. You'd be surprised who you meet in the community knows what. It's really amazing that we have such amazing, diversified collective people in the stream. Oh, what's up, Adam? You're the best.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, Adam made it in.
Yeah, it's about time I show up. It's been a little bit of a hiatus, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tell us what's going on in the family offices.
Yeah, they're just doubling down, man. They're buying crypto like you wouldn't believe. You know, the office that I work with, they were thanking me with, I've been giving them the heads up on XRP and, you know, XLM, XDC, all the ISO centric coins. Now they're really doubling down on Flare, because everything that's going on with Flare and the Flare ecosystem is going to be massive for the DeFi space. So,
I'm loaded.
That's what I'm talking about.
I got screwed out of my Flare, man. I have bitter Flare-ness.
I'm going to mute myself for a second, though, because I am a human, even though everyone probably thinks I'm not, and I'm unpacking something. So I will mute myself, but I'm going to listen to the conversation, then I will chime in about a minute.
Sounds good. Marvin, how you doing, buddy?
I'm chilling, man. How y'all doing?
Good. What's up, Marv? OG.
What's happening, Marvin?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on to the chat, man? Salute to everybody out there, man. What's happening?
What you excited about right now, Marvin? I know you're excited about something going on.
It's just the opportunity, man. We here. I mean, what is it not to be excited about?
Yep, exactly.
You know what I mean?
This little fake out is just to crush the weak hands. And somebody said it. I was Alex Yeet. Alex Yeet said it straight up exactly what it was. It was a pull liquidity. Yep.
Yeah, all normal, man.
Yep. So much fear though in the market when these pullbacks happen. It's funny, you know, those that have been in the market for less than 2 years, I think that everybody for the first 2 years has to go through all their emotions, like literally everything that emotion-wise that gets people wrapped. They have to get it out for the first 2 years. Once you get through 2 years, man, you're numb. You got nothing left to fear. You got nothing. If you made it that far,
face killer.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Lord?
Mm-hmm.
You know it, Marvin.
Quentin Miller, what's up? I gotta give a shout out to a few of the chat.
Mill, what's up?
Missed a bunch of people here. let's give a shout out to Nina. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you, Nina. Call
What's up,
Tyrone.
sis?
What's up, buddy? And
Tyrone.
we have Quentin Miller. I said hi to you. Alex Sheet, buddy. I love you, bro. You're the best.
Alex Yeet.
Alex
OG
Sheet
What up, Yeet?
Alex Yeet.
is the one that made this wonderful background for me and many others in the community. Man, if you guys need any graphics art, digital art, this guy's your guy. Very affordable prices. Didn't charge me anything. Out of the kindness of heart, he did it for me, and
Well,
I
that's
do
pretty
appreciate
affordable.
That's not anybody's price. That is just mine.
Well, no, Alex Sheet's been around for a while, so I appreciate it.
Yes. And Animal, what's up, Animal? Oh, I didn't want to miss you. Quentin Miller,
Animal.
Tony Bags up in the house. What's up, Tony Bags?
What up, Animal? Tony Bags.
Tony.
Silver.
Boys,
Watch.
I just
Big Watch Dude. What's up, buddy?
I just
I gotta
hit
give
100. I just hit 100 ZERPs on Trust off of 4 ZERPs. I turned it into 100.
I gotta
Woo!
start taking
That
risks.
part.
I definitely gotta
Laura,
start taking risks.
Laura,
I'm in a situation where I got no choice.
Laura, I need to pick your brain, dude, and have a phone
Yeah.
call later.
You've got my phone number, Shanti.
No, I know. I just need to call you. I need to pick your brain a little bit because I need the risk for ZERPs to get 100.
I agree.
Dude, did any of y'all get in on XBF on the launch of that stuff the other day?
No, see, I'm out of the loop on that.
XBF, CKJ's new token.
Yeah, CKJ
Oh,
coin.
yeah. I knew some people were buying that up. Yeah. Yep. How did you get it? I don't even know how to get it, man.
XP Market or First Ledger, either one.
Oh, XP Market. Okay.
Yeah, he launched it on XP Market, but now that it's on the XRPL, anywhere you can get stuff on the XRPL, you can get it. So.
Nice.
So probably design.
How much has it gone up so far?
Well, let's just say that my bag was well over 40 bands before the first Jeep. So it was
Nice.
quite a day.
What up, bro?
Hey, Alan. Hey, fellas, I got to mute for about 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
All right, Sean. No worries.
All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that.
So, quick question for you.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hop out. I'll watch in from the background, guys. I got to get back on the
All
road.
right, lower level. Appreciate you showing up.
All right, Lo.
Laura, I'll give you a shout.
So, quick question. You said your family offices are the most bullish on right now, like Flare and the Flare ecosystem. And is that because of the decentralized financing opportunity that Flare offers? What is it specifically? Is it because the family office can utilize some of the lending practices of that? What makes that them?
So they're interested in Flare because what we've done and some of the research that I've done as well. Some of the research that my partner Dan in our own company, his family member actually went to the Middle East and got his master's remotely, obviously through I think Dubai's crypto. I think it's blockchain summit school or something to that effect. And he educated my partner and I very deeply on how Flare picks up all the shortcomings that Ripple currently isn't handling, and the XRP ledger isn't currently handling. So Flare is kind of like the oil, which does mini bridge. So XRP, the interledger, is the bridge asset. Flare is like the bridge asset for the interledger ecosystem. So bridges everything together on a micro scale. So it really is going to be holding together the DeFi market. And then another thing, so with educating the family office on that, now they're doubling down and they're buying a whole bunch of Flare. But on top of that, they're also buying into the DeFi exchange and token Cybro. So that's another thing that we've been looking into, and they're just really excited about all of that. Basically, what it's going to do. So if you do your research on Flare right now, Flare really kind of handles everything on the data aspect, which is going to be the biggest proponent when you bring everyone onto Web3, is how are we going to handle the mainframe for 8.5 to 9.5 billion people? Right now, the only company that really was leading the way was Amazon, and that was with their Azure network, with racks and on-prem facilities that they were building across the nation and across the world. But there's so many shortcomings because there's only so much energy and so many servers and racks that can handle the bandwidth of data. So Flare kind of picks that up. So Flare is going to be massive within the complete Web3 protocol system.
So pay me and XRP has been right all the time about Flare. Let's go. That part.
Right.
Now, you're starting to
been
see
screaming about Flare for the last couple of years, y'all.
Well, the great thing is,
my bad.
I already had a decent portfolio of Flare. So now, with all the current additional news about Flare, I've just doubled down on my portfolio. So I'm very, very comfortable with my portfolio right now in Flare. I think as it matures and we see that price rise, there's always going to be like, oh, I wish I grabbed more. But I think that's what everyone's going to say about everything once the ecosystem matures, right?
Facts.
But right now we're all seeing the meltdown of the fiat system. The labor market is finally being reflected partially properly, right? And I say partially because they're saying that the numbers really haven't reached their targets, which they're trying to convey that we're fucked, essentially, in a nice way. If you look at the real numbers, I'd say around 30.
Adam, what numbers haven't reached?
What was that?
What numbers are you talking about?
So they have projections, the Fed, with where they see the financial markets, right, and where they see unemployment, and the unemployment numbers they're saying have been a little soft. The reality of it is, I have a few friends that are economists, and they're saying the real number is around 30 to 40% of Americans are unemployed right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, because what happens is there's a phase out, and this is what I've been telling people for the longest time. When you're on unemployment, and then all of a sudden your unemployment runs out, but you still have not gotten a job, you term out of unemployment. So you're no longer not counted as someone that is unemployed. So your number now gets reduced from the unemployment population. So when you put in a true factor of who's unemployed and who isn't, the real number they're thinking right now is around 35 to 40% of Americans are unemployed. And then if you look at the population of the influx of immigrants who have come here and are getting stimulus and other factors of financial programs through the United States, they are, milking the financial system. It's putting more weight and bearance on the financial system. So this is all things that are slowly coming out and affecting the financial markets. You go look at car sales. Car sales directly affect the market. If you look at Volkswagen, I think Volkswagen's down 61% in auto sales. Audi's down 90%. BMW's down 80%. So your sales are down 80%, 90%, 61% in the auto market.
Well, man, if you look at buying one of those vehicles versus investing into, just say Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? Because those assets, those cars, those high-end cars, Audis or Ferraris or Porsches, whatever you buy, if you buy the right one, it may appreciate. But if you buy the wrong one and it depreciates, then you're kind of in trouble. So people are looking at places where they can put their money now where they don't have to worry about it going down. They at least want to stay stable, right?
Well, we're just looking at the market, so how the market's affected. I understand what you're saying. That makes complete sense, but we're looking at the health of the financial market. So right now, what you're invested in is basically you're hedging against the current financial system. We all are, by buying into assets that leverage against it, right? Our assets are only going to show true value when the current financial system collapses, right? Because then there's going to be a need to really utilize XRP for what it was intended. Every asset that we're invested in is going to be utilized when the current financial system is, dying and needs a Hail Mary out. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying we're getting closer to that transition point.
Well, today was a death blow with the rate cut because everything's dropping.
I was priced in, I believe. I'm going to say that was already priced in. It was a healthy pullback, in my opinion, just like every other healthy pullback we needed. It was to liquidate the short and longs that were happening, because that's what they've been doing this whole run. It's just a major liquidity grab. Alex Jeet said it in the chat. He was right. I was already thinking it. That's why I wanted to bring it up to Adam and kind of get his take on it, because this is nothing. It's just a healthy. You always have a pullback. You give opportunity.
Anytime Powell speaks, the market goes down. Right? Every time he speaks, it goes down.
It goes up sometimes when he
actually
not hawkish news.
But then it recovers.
Hawkish news. Right.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, most of it's priced in ahead of time. More than likely, in this case, I just don't think it's going to be going down for very long. I think it will be a few days. I think that's why I asked early on in the chat, what is everybody thinking? Sean said it right. He thinks about a week, roughly, and the market's going to go back up. There's too many catalysts pushing this forward that's not going to keep this train from moving. It's already happening. We just literally have to be just patient and wait. The first of the year thing, I know the first of the year thing is on everybody's mind right now, but usually the opposite of what everybody's thinking happens generally. So I think we're actually going to pump a little bit more before the president comes in, and when the president comes in, it'll dump. Honestly, because everybody's going to think it isn't, and that's what I think is going to happen. And I would like Adam's opinion on that. What do you think?
What do I think in regards to what?
This current market with the pullback, the Jerome Powell thing was priced in, yes or no? And then do you think we're going to actually pump more before the president gets in? And when he does get in, do you think we're actually going to go to that catalyst moment where we're just going to skyrocket from there, or we're actually going to have a little bit of slow time and then moon? What do you think? I know it was a lot. I mean, short and sweet. I believe these markets are very volatile. Yes, we're already seeing Jerome Powell basically telling us we're going to have a pause. That's going to keep the market kind of not going much of anywhere up or down for probably about a week until we get the next news. Do you think that's pretty much the case, or you see something different, Adam? Can you guys hear me?
They rugged them.
Oh, man. Gosh.
Or he's on mute. Well, he might be on mute.
He probably got rugged, actually. It happens to him a lot. But anyway, we'll keep this party going here. Shout out to the chat. I see a few y'all showing up. Ryan, I haven't seen you before, but thanks for coming in. And I didn't want to miss a few other people. I saw Frozen. What's up, buddy? And I want to shout out to Nathaniel. Let's see who else was in here that I missed earlier. Animal, thanks, buddy, for showing up. Good to see you, man. Tim, you're always a great supporter, bro. I really appreciate you. Hustle Hard in the house. Quentin Miller. Oh, what's up, Uncle Buster? Uncle Buster in the
Uncle
house,
Buster
guys.
in the house.
Yeah.
What's up, Buster?
Mr.
Shout out
Coffee
to
Time.
Buster.
Mr. Coffee Time himself.
Cool,
up,
calm,
Buster?
collective. Uncle Buster will shoot
Hey,
you
Alan.
straight and not sugarcoat anything. What's
Hey,
up?
Alan, I wanted
Go
to
ahead.
shout out Animal because my sort of kind of connection with him was after Patty passed away. So shout out to Animal because he lives not too far from where Patty did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we had a conversation after that happened. I appreciate it. So every September, in the crypto space, I always end up thinking about Patty because he was one of the biggest drivers to get InfoWars to talk about crypto, specifically XRP.
Nice. So I got a quick question for everybody right here in this panel. Okay. Who's not going to make it to the next XRP meetup? Anybody
Which
here
one?
not going to make it
Where at?
on this panel right here?
Good
Anybody
question.
not going to make it?
I'm talking about.
That's
I'm
what I
talking about
want to
where?
know.
Vegas or where you talking about?
Well, I think the next meetup is actually planned in Vegas right now. Where I've been trying to get one together in Florida for all of us Florida boys and East Coast people. Seems like us East Coast people are dragging our feet a little bit, except for Fuma. Thanks for Fuma setting
be
up
in
our
Vegas.
East
Yeah.
Coast meeting. But there's a lot of East Coasters on this stream and many other streams that we watch. So I would really like to get something together. I am not rich, and I'm probably poor to most of y'all here, but I am highly
got some out
motivated
there, man.
individual.
Y'all
What's
got
that?
something, man. XRP 007 is having something in March. And it's $250 for 2 days.
Oh, is that right? Where's it going to be?
Yeah. I forget. Anybody else that listen to XRP 007 know where the brother live at? Put it in the chat.
No.
Yeah, if it's going to be in the East Coast.
No,
man,
I don't know.
That'd be great. I was hoping that we can get something pretty soon, like in the next 3-4 months. Just right after. I think obviously everybody's waiting until after the first year. Nobody wants to do anything before that, and we certainly don't have enough profits
Venice,
for
there
everybody
you
to go.
Venice.
Just to let
Venice Beach.
just to let everybody know, buying opportunity. As we've been doing the stream, I've been getting alerts from Uphold and Coinbase that the market's down
Thanks, Big Watch.
about 5% across the board. Buying opportunity.
Absolutely.
Venice
I
Island.
agree.
So XRP 007 is in Venice Island.
Where's that? What?
Nina, I
Well,
got
yeah.
the 589 Cash App that you sent me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Nina. Anybody listening, if you feel like you got some value out of this, you want to help this stream, it does cost money to do this. There's a Cash App up here. You can scan the QR code and send it to me. And if you feel that you got some great value, please share this with a friend. Share it on your X and just give me a little bit of support. I would be greatly appreciated. Like the channel and subscribe if you're feeling you like this content and the people that are sharing their heart and knowledge with the community. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. Please continue.
Venice, Florida.
It's
Dennis,
Venice?
Florida.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's not that far.
Where's that
And
at? Where's that?
You said in March, right?
Yeah, the end of March.
Where is Dennis, Florida?
Venice, like Venice, Louisiana, or like Venice,
Oh, Venice.
Italy. Or
Where is that?
Yeah, Venice with a V. It's in Florida.
Where is
somewhere.
that?
I don't know. I've never been to Florida. I don't know.
I'm
Is
asking
it
Alan.
south?
You never. What? Marvin just said he never been to Florida. We gotta change that, Marvin.
Well, hold on, y'all. So somebody just said in the South that Adam said Florida is the East Coast. So which is it? Are y'all the South or y'all the East Coast?
I'm on the East Coast. Venice.
Both.
Hold on.
Okay.
Go
I
ahead.
was saying South Florida, but I don't know.
I do believe Venice is on the East Coast, and it's like near Miami.
Okay.
Got it.
Pretty
I
sure.
wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think it's like near Stewart or something like that. Oh, Big Watch says it's
But
close to
that's
Tampa. Thanks, Big Watch.
but that's in March,
Okay.
and it's $250 for a single person, and anybody that can do math knows it's $500 per couple.
So if it's close
So
to Tampa,
you're gonna have
that's going to be
speakers
like
there too. Go ahead.
if that's Tampa, I was going to say if that's Tampa or close to Tampa, that's going to be Hernando County, Hillsborough, Pinellas County. Don't ask me why I know those counties, but I do. That's a nice area, and that would be on the west coast of Florida.
Hmm.
Right.
But the end of May, I've heard CKJ, Crypto News, talking about doing something a day in Vegas. I know. Well, I heard that World Be Free is probably doing something in Vegas. You got the big boom with Brad Combs, the XRP Las Vegas event itself. And I just think, man, if we all come to Vegas, man, we'll figure it out, man. Everybody got, everybody's numbers and contacts. We can link up and do something. If we just go to the park, feed the ducks, and talk crypto. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I heard CKJ is going to be doing something. I don't have any details right now, but I know he's definitely trying to put something together, and I'm excited about it. I might be showing up there, and definitely going to show up to that party if he goes and set something up. There's going to be the moon party, obviously, too, and definitely not
So
going
flow.
probably to the major event. That's way too much money. XRPL Las Vegas. Hey, unless things
Dude.
change financially,
When-
then you could justify spending that much money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like $1,800 all in per person.
Nah,
Yeah.
man, it's really so it's $940,
For
and yeah, that's a shit ton of money, right?
for
But
4 hours.
I mean, what are you
I'm
getting
out.
from it? What are you getting for it, right? And that's what
Yeah.
you, as the individual, have to look at. You may be getting great information. You may be getting great networking, meeting great, other people besides the people you already know. So it's got to be worth it to you. You know what I'm saying? So don't let nobody else say it's too much money. What's too much money to enjoy or to learn something? How much money have you spent in crypto? On time out. How much money have you learned in crypto learning? How much money have you spent learning this space, right? So, hey man, that's just to advance in life. Sometimes you got to pay to get in those rooms to get the message, right? But go ahead though.
No, what I was going to say is that the value there, for me anyway, personally, the value would be access.
That part right there.
People in the space that are influential, whether you like them or not. I mean, I've heard people say great things about like a DAI or a Brad Kimes or a Kevin Cage, and I've heard other people say the opposite. And I'm like, damn, we're still in the space. So that would be the value for me, the value proposition. And I actually had a conversation with somebody. Well, how come you don't have your own podcast? You seem to be so knowledgeable about this stuff. But my personal situation, it would be hard for me to, pull it off the way I want to do it. So, but yeah, if we're in better profit than we are now, I would go. I'd go in a heartbeat.
Man, I went. I went last year. XRP was at 47 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the network and to meet people and to show people that I was a real person in this space and not just somebody spamming the chat, blowing the chat or speaking to everybody. No, this me. What's happening? How y'all doing? I'm here with y'all.
Exactly.
Let's share. Right. So and this is my thing with it, y'all. I'm not gonna preach to y'all know he preaching now. I'm not gonna do that tonight. But I'm gonna say this one thing. I'm gonna jump off. Right. I never judge a person by what somebody else tells me about them. I always give a person a chance to let me decide if I like them or they like me, right? Any relationship I get into, I'm not going off what somebody else say about a situation. Just because you don't like the club that you went to last night, don't mean I'm gonna have a bad experience at the club tonight. You may be an asshole and they don't like you. So they don't roll the red carpet out for you, but they do roll it out when I step up. They fucking with me. You feel me? So you got to make your own relationships, and you can't go off what somebody else say about their experience. Their experience ain't gonna be your experience, and that's just in life in general. Your experience with something is gonna be totally different from somebody else's. So I'm off my soapbox, yo.
No, I get it. No, I get it. I get everything you're saying.
Yeah.
Everybody has to go their own road, and everybody's different. You know, we all have things that we give as gifts, and we also have to sometimes protect ourselves from what we know is best, and have to make decisions based on facts. And I appreciate that, Marvin, that you do that, and you don't judge people right away, and you look at all the facts, because that's pretty important. Because a lot of people prejudge immediately about the situation.
Shit, I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be prejudged. Give me a chance.
What? Yeah, why
is
everybody?
You don't know what I got to. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying,
because people are
just the way the world works. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Peopling, man.
Yep. You know, the crazy thing is, right now we're so close to actually, you know, change everybody's lives changing just tremendously. I mean, for the most part, most people's lives really ain't going to change except for the money, but for others it will definitely, you know, it'll change them, because
Alan, it'll show the people's true colors, like the real.
That's what I mean.
If you're a real asshole, you're gonna show you. If you're generous, you're gonna show. If you're loving, you know, it's just good. You know, money. That's how it is. You know, it's just crazy.
I agree.
I think we all just went through a big test phase, myself included, is why I'm mentioning it. This is a big test before we actually get the reward, to see where we're at right now. You know,
what was the test? What was the test? I think I missed it.
For me, I can't go in that on this stream, but yeah, for me, I did learn a lot in this short period of time. I can tell you that. I learned that I was doing a little more than I thought that I was doing, and expecting a different result. I'll say it like that.
They call it insanity. They call it insane.
Yeah. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Correct. Correct. Chris has issues.
Gotta be to correct yourself,
buddy.
What's up, Chris has issues? What's going on, bro?
I want to tell you guys, Chris right here has been the best supporter of all of crypto land and the YouTube channels. Crypto period. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna send that to you, Chris. I really appreciate you, brother. I met Chris. I actually hung out with him. Had steak dinner with Chris. Such an amazing person. Great salad dude. I was at the proper party with Chris, sitting down with Brad Garlinghouse. If it wasn't for Chris, I probably would have never met Brad Garlinghouse. So
dope.
Shout out to you, bro. And I don't believe in coincidences. People come into your life for a reason. I look for opportunities, and when opportunities come my way, I embrace it, literally. Shout out to Tails. What's up, Tails? Appreciate you coming in.
What's up, Tails?
And this man right here, Tails, has been one of the best supporters of my channel. Gave me music to play on his channel out of the kindness of his heart. He didn't have to. And he's always been there for me since the beginning, even when he was going through his storm. So shout out to you, Tails. I appreciate you, my friend.
Man, no problem, bro. Real recognize real, bro. I got you.
Amen, buddy.
You don't walk in the mud, man. You ain't never been nowhere. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Chris has issues, man. That guy's a legend, bro.
Yes, he is, man. Yes, he is. I can't wait for this next meetup, guys. I'm so excited about it. I know probably by then we're all going to be doing really well. Shout out to Apex Crypto showing up, Crypto Trooper. Want to shout out a few in the chat that I missed. Big Watch, dude, I saw you earlier. I shouted out Alex Yeet. Let me see. I missed 3 other people. SoFlo Digital. SoFlo Digital was the best person in the freaking proper party, bro. He was there. He was hardcore. He was stayed in that line from the beginning until they let us in the freaking gate, man. Shout out to you, SoFlo Digital, bro.
Wow, that's crazy.
Shout out Big Watch, dude, man. I like big watches too, man.
He's got a great heart.
Hey, y'all check this out, man. Alan just said something.
Got a great heart too. What's up, Remy? No, I just want to shout out a couple more people. Apex, thank you, brother, for all your support, your blockchain builders report, all the knowledge that you share in this chat. Also, man, shout out to you, buddy. And I don't think I missed anybody else. Let me just go real quick. I saw some new people in here. IAM, thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you. And there was Ryan
Lower level.
What's up, Ryan? I appreciate you as well. I shouted out Frozen. I shouted out Buster. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, sorry. It's just hard to keep up with the chat. Literally got to click on it every single time. So keep going, Marvin. I didn't mean to interrupt you, buddy.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
No
Marvin.
problem, man. All I was saying was, Alan said that by the time the meetup in Vegas come, everybody will be doing well. You know, if you look in the chat right now, everybody that's in the chat has been here for years, right? So everybody doing well right now. You know, the crazy part is in this space and in life, you know, you get it's just like it's Christmas time, right? So some of y'all got kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews or brothers and sisters that, you know, you're getting ready to buy that PS, whatever it is, PS 28, whatever, whichever one is out right now. And they're going to be happy with it for a week. They're going to love it for a week, right? But guess what? They're going to fiend for the next new system that they got coming out. And it's the same thing that's going on in this space. We were just at 57 cents. And now we at 2, whatever it is, and you still got folks complaining, when is it going to break 3? When is it going to break all-time high? When is it going to break 5?
Yeah.
When is it going to break 10 or 20? You know, the impatience. And people not really respecting the opportunity and accepting the results that have came from the work that you've done. And we done a lot of work in this space, man. It's time to relax and chill and kick back and keep your mind on the game at the same time. My bad, hit the mic. But got a little hyper there. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, you should be enjoying the fruits of your labor, what you've done, right? Now, for some people, you at a point where you could take profit and be good. For some of us, we should still be stacking. I've been on phone calls with people, you know, are still trying to reach their goals in XRP. I remember being that guy trying to reach a goal in XRP and the panic that I felt a week out from getting paid where I could buy more XRP or whatever it was, right? So, man, just enjoy it. You know, I try to say this a lot, man. Enjoy the journey. Don't make this journey painful. Enjoy it. Whatever happens, it's a part of your life, a part of your legacy, and you'll be remembered for what you've done. So, just stay the course, y'all.
Nice.
Hey, what's up, fellas? What's going on? What's up? Hey,
what's up, Remy?
I just got on. What's going on, bud? How you doing? How's everybody doing?
Yo, Remy, what up?
Hey, I just wanted to say, what's up, and I don't know, just keep holding. My bags are packed. I'm not buying anymore, but man, I'm not trying to discourage anybody from getting it, because now's still the time to buy, man. If you don't feel comfortable with your bags, man, you better just get them up, keep going until you feel
keep
good.
Stacking, man.
Yeah, any way you can,
Stack it up.
Hustle, you know, just a little bit extra here, a little bit extra there, and pretty soon you get used to it every week. You know, maybe before it was 25 or 100, maybe now it's 5 or 10, but it's still 5 or 10. It's still low, so get what you got to get now, because it's going to turn over, and it's going to be worth a lot more. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Right. Appreciate it. And Adam,
I just
you got cut off. What were you gonna say, Adam?
Oh, sorry, Adam.
No, you're good. You're good. Are you still there, Adam? He gets rugged a lot, so when he gets a chance to talk, let's let him talk. Are you still there?
I'm here. I'm sorry about that. I stepped away from the phone for like 1 minute. So yeah, no. You asked me a question before I did get rugged, and but I forgot now what it was because some time lapsed.
I was asking you.
Hello?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, no, I was asking you so I was asking you kind of with the way crap, I forgot now.
The rate cut.
Yeah, I know the FLMC meeting was priced in, correct?
All this is priced in. It's all prefabbed, years in advance. So this is to, basically shake people out, especially in certain bonds, certain stocks, especially in the crypto market. This is all pre-done. It's baked in. We're still going to go up. I'm not worried about that. The Fed, the only thing that they're going to do now, you're looking at all these governments that are out there. Germany's on the brink of collapse. France is on the brink of collapse, or I think they did collapse. So, all these governments around the world are collapsing. And basically it's going to be a domino effect, right? I always said to you guys, watch the Japanese bond market, because once the Japanese bond market goes, that's when you're going to see everything kind of hit home here in the United States. It's going to be nice, big.
Yeah. Hey, can I interrupt you for a second? You said that you're talking about these governments, they're facing a financial collapse. Could you name the countries again?
France, Germany, Syria.
Okay. That's to be expected. And that's why Macron's having issues in France. Trudeau's having issues in Canada. I can't remember who the PM of Germany is, but yeah, I see all that happening. And we know what happened in Syria.
And some of the things that we've done also to hedge against that, besides crypto, besides silver and gold, is we also hedged ourselves in other foreign currencies. So if people here haven't done it yet, I really advise people to buy some Iraqi dinar. Iraqi dinar is going to be revalued pretty soon within the basket of goods. It's one of the first countries. Someone's got some noise in the background, so when I'm talking, it's reverberating.
Everybody mute their mic, please.
Somebody got unmuted their mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you got to follow the banking schedule. So like I told everyone, the banking schedule tells you the whole timeline. No matter what goes on, all this distraction or, someone threw an alley-oop into the system or whatever, it doesn't matter. They're going to follow the banking schedule. The banking schedule is everything. So we all know SBI is going live in March. So then that means we know that the bond market with Japan is going to collapse somewhere around the end of February, the beginning of March, right? So if the Japanese bond market collapses, like I was telling everyone, then who gets affected right after? Or immediately? America, right? Because Japan buys up a lot of our debt.
Correct.
Yep, interesting.
So
they own the most debt, correct?
They own most of America's debt. When we did World War II and when we won World War II, we dominated
30%
Japan.
of the bonds, right? Is that what it is? Is that the actual number? 30%.
They buy around 30 to 33, which is your magic number, 33%, right? Masonic. Of America's debt, right? So that's what we used Japan for as a patsy after we dominated them during World War II. So
let me
now,
ask you this question. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
March, you also have Basel III Accord happening, right?
Yes.
So the whole basket of goods, Johannesburg, history is repeating itself. Well, a lot of these countries have already been pre-forecasted for that. So we're seeing countries like I was telling you about, Iraq and there's other countries as well that are in there where their money is going to be revalued because it's being revalued on the new monetary system. So they're already going to electronic payments. Their electronic payment system's already been set up. Now, Iraq, if you know anything about Iraq and Iran, right? Iran used to be the superpower in the 1970s, right? So we took over Iran in the 1970s and destroyed their money. Same thing with Iraq. Now, Iraq is going to now be revalued. Now, if you look at their currency back in the 70s when Iran was destroyed, right, and they used a lot of Iraqi dinar, Iranians, to conduct business with oil and gas and whatnot. They were the leaders. They were the Mecca. They were around $3.80 to $4 to the American dollar. And then they got devalued all the way to like 0.0013. 0.00013 of what an American dollar was, which made no sense because they had more GDP than America did back then with all the natural resources that they were sitting on: iron ore, gold, oil, and everything you could possibly think of. So now their money is about to be revalued. It's going to be revalued probably within the next couple of days to next month.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
Based on what you're saying, with RLUSD coming out, and is RLUSD a backstop to be pegged to the dollar by buying T-bills in order to collect those T-bills from other countries?
Hold on, Sean. What are T-bills? Because we got some new people in here. So what are T-bills?
Treasury
bonds.
Treasury bonds.
Okay.
So we all know what Ripple's role is. What is Ripple doing?
Tell us.
They're providing a solution to liquidity problems that we have in the world and the frictionless opportunities.
Who else did that prior?
Who else did what? Provide
liquidity.
A liquidity solution?
How was liquidity provided prior?
Shit, JP Morgan,
the Fed,
the Fed,
bond,
right?
Bond.
The Fed, yeah.
Bond printing money, right? So Ripple is Ripple's becoming the Fed. Ripple is the Fed.
Correct.
We already knew that, right? So that's why Ripple is a liquidity provider, because they're
not
printing
financial advice.
They're printing money. That's what RLUSD was all about. Now, with RLUSD going live, now we can start printing money and devaluing all the countries again, because we're still staying on the fractional reserve lending system. It's just that now there's another layer to it, right? Yeah. So Iraq, being the world leader and mecca of finance, is going to now hold the first cornerstone of the new financial system. So their money is going to be revalued. All the banks are going to be switching over through Forex to Iraqi dinar.
Yep.
Where their treasury bonds and
real quick, before you say that, I just looked. One dinar is 0.00076 of a dollar right now.
Yeah,
that's like crypto fucking numbers.
Yeah. So if people want to
hold up, wait a minute. Shout out to Chris Has Issues. Thank you so much for your support, brother. I really need it right now. Divorce is not cheap. Thank you so much. And this shirt, hey, wait a minute. This shirt right here was from Chris Has Issues in the proper party. He was so generous, guys. He came with a suitcase full of merch to give away. Gave it away to so many people. I mean, this dude right here has the heart of God that I've been looking for my whole entire life in people, man. So shout out to you, Chris.
Yeah, man. His issues is generosity.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of people that go through this world in life that have many opportunities. What's that? Anyway, shout out to you, Chris. I appreciate you, man. Keep going, guys.
So
shout out to my son, Big Mark YT in the chat, man. Salute to you, boy.
let Adam go. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Keep going, Adam. And then I want
No, it's all good.
No.
Tails
So,
to go after that, and then
Yeah,
Sean.
and Tails. I want to hear what Tails had to say. Go ahead.
yes, Tails, if you want to interject at any moment, just let me know. That's completely fine.
No, I just wanted to just input how that's 0.00076 of a dollar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that
Exactly.
means you can get hella dinar right now for cheap.
Yes, but you're only going to get it from people that don't know what their dinar is really worth, and the people that live in Iraq right now all know about the revaluation.
Stockpiling that shit.
Yeah,
how's that
That's
gonna
crazy
affect?
shit.
And hold on, let's unpack that a little bit because I want to pick your brain on this Iraqi dinar because I know a few people that have a
You
lot
know
of
some
it.
crazy shit?
So when that
I'm trying to tell you
actually
something.
happens, go ahead.
I had a Iraqi dinar in '98. I had more Iraqi dinar. I had more in 2000, right? I've been to Iraq. So I had to switch my American dollar into the Iraqi dinar. I had to switch my American dollar into the Thailand
baht.
What is their currency?
It's
the
called
baht.
a baht.
So
Yeah.
when we got to Thailand, for a lot of us back in the day, it was 40 baht to $1. So a lot of us, by the time you got to Thailand, the receipt that you would get out of the ATM machine would say that you had $1 million. Thailand, but that was Thailand money. You had $1 million in Thailand, but it was only 4 or 5, maybe 6, 7,000 USD. So I've seen all this firsthand, like the whole, what Ripple is going to, the problem that they're trying to solve. I've been around half of the world to see the problem that they're trying to, to solve. And basically what it is being fair. If it's worth $1, it's worth $1. I can't pay you 2 pennies for it, right? It's worth $1, and it's cutting out the middleman. So
the whole saying that we've been fed for the last couple of years about an even playing field. How can you have an even playing field if someone's currency is devalued by 10,000ths of a dollar? It's not feasible, right? People are going to supermarkets with wheelbarrows of cash to buy a loaf of bread, and we see that in Zimbabwe and other countries too. So to get to the even playing field. Yeah, and all these other countries that we mentioned. So to get to an even playing field, all these currencies have to be revalued. But they're going to start with, the smaller countries because they're easier to watch. Well, no. Well, to convince doesn't matter. Anyone that's in these countries that are in a leadership role are already being ran from Washington, D.C. Okay, we already know that. Every country. You looked at Saddam Hussein, you look at Gaddafi, you look at Chavez, all these people are being ran by DC. If you're not going to go with the flow, then someone fell down a flight of stairs and broke their neck accidentally during a weekend safari.
Drop a bomb on you.
Yeah, or they'll send soldiers in.
Yeah, exactly. Or a mercenary, or their son who was 2 years old was holding their gun and shot them. Some crazy scenario, right? But so everyone's already in their position that they need to be in. That all the puppets are, the strings are being pulled. It is the way it needs to be set up. But I'm saying to conduct the mission or the what's the word I'm looking for? To conduct the new plan of action, it's easier to roll out that plan and monitor it in smaller countries to make sure everything's going smoothly before they then put that into the next country that's a little bit bigger. So it's all done on a sliding scale. Okay. So right now we're watching that. At the same time that's going on, there's a bomb about to be lit off within other countries with their finances, with the fact that there's not enough liquidity. Now, every 47 years, for some reason, that's the number that they came up with within the banking system. they replaced the guard that handles money by another entity. So in the early 1900s, it was Telex. In the 1970s, it was Swift. And exactly this year, it's 2024, it's exactly 47 years since Swift was in power. It's going to be Ripple.
Ripple.
So Ripple is not only replacing the Fed as proponent, but it's also going to be working with and replacing Swift. So that's two major. Exactly. And I've been telling people this for a long time. So you have one agency right now taking over two roles, Swift and the Fed.
Now, let me ask you another good question. So since Ripple, XRP, is really moving the quantum financial system, in my opinion, XLM and going back to the family offices, what are they saying about XLM and the XLM ecosystem with all the DeFi that they're bringing on that? Are they as bullish on the XLM platform?
They're bullish on the 3X assets, which we've always discussed: XLM, XDC, XRP.
ISO.
So it's ISO 222
compliant.
HBAR, of course. They're bullish on HBAR. You know, they're, like I just said before we got disconnected, they're now super hyper bullish on Flare. You know, and then one asset I haven't bought yet, but I'm like, can't wait. I'm gonna drop some serious money on it. Is Starbridge.
What is that?
People forgot about Starbridge. Starbridge is going to be massive.
You did mention that the last time you were on the stream. Actually, I totally forgot about that.
Starbridge is part of the Web3 system. It's in the Web3 map. So you have the Overledger and Interledger. I believe it's in the Overledger map. And it connects everything with the ecosystem. So it's kind of like the Flare for the Interledger, but for the Overledger. Starbridge is...
Sorry.
Ain't that cool?
Constellation's also another massive one that I have yet to purchase, which...
Man, DAG is the shit.
DAG and Quant.
Yes, sir. That Constellation.
I was gonna ask you about Chainlink as well. Are they bullish on Chainlink?
Of course. Chainlink's working directly
with
with
the major Oracle.
Yeah.
And
every single asset that we talk about,
a lot of people are sleeping on Chainlink because of the smart oracles and the opportunity.
I think people sleeping on Band Protocol
outside of the blockchain, because it doesn't even use a blockchain. It's outside the blockchain.
But I just want to say something, because you're talking about all these other coins, and even I am. People don't even. 99% of the human population hasn't even heard of some of the coins that we're talking about. Okay. Just holding XRP alone is enough for you to have generational wealth. All these other assets are just added. I mean, listen, I'm a one-man, one-word show. No, I said it once.
Say it again. Hold on.
You can say it for me if you want.
Say it again. Say it again.
No, you got to be there at the right time to listen to hear it. Just said, holding XRP alone is gonna generate you generational wealth. All these other assets are just additional caveats to the system. So if you think about it, like XRP, like everyone's like, oh, $10,000, $10,000 a coin. I'm like, I laugh, because when you're talking about all of the money, we're talking about millions. Like, people are talking about Bitcoin hitting like $1 to $2 million. I laugh, because Bitcoin, when it does, because it's going to happen, Chris Larson said it 1,000,000 times, but no one listens to that man. But they don't realize that he's the godfather of this new financial system, because he's part of the PayPal mafia. He said, in his words, direct quoted, that Bitcoin will be rewritten because it is not green and it does not meet net zero carbon neutral environment. So Bitcoin will eventually be rewritten. All that money that you see, all the banks buying up Bitcoin and ETFs and doing this and doing that, MicroStrategy, this is all of them taking fiat, which is a failing system, which is a bad system. They're parking all the money from the current monetary system on the Bitcoin because they're going to use Bitcoin as the Trojan horse to kill the current financial system. And when they deflate Bitcoin and say that the bottom dropped out of the S&P 500 because Bitcoin is directly correlated with the S&P 500, when they put the dagger into Bitcoin like Julius Caesar and they murder it, all that money is going to flow right into the XRP ledger. And then Bitcoin, after the code is rewritten, Bitcoin's going to be placed on the XRP ledger. People don't realize everything's as a store of value, but it's going to be parked on XRP, not XRP on BTC. So that's why I laugh when people go, "Oh yeah," I'm like, hey, if you guys knew your ass from a hole in the ground, then the difference, you'd be, doing the right thing. But everyone that's listening to this and everyone that's doing this is going to have the last laugh. It's going to take maybe 2 to 2.5 years for us to see it the way that I'm telling you it's going to happen, but it is going to happen. And people that are holding XRP are going to, each XRP is going to be $1 million minimum.
So not financial advice.
Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so it's for the new listeners, Adam. They're wondering, is it gonna go down? Should they just buy? Not financial advice, but
my whole thing is this: this is eventually going to become an ESDR. So, how much time do we have to buy it? Even if you wanted to buy it when it went up to $1,000 a coin, are you going to be able to buy it? Because is the government going to say, this is now considered an ESDR. We are going to be utilizing XRP to help save the current financial system or rewrite the financial system. So only governments and credit financial institutions are going to be the ones to be able to earn or hold this asset, which means it will be at one point delisted from 99.9% of exchanges. And at that time, are you going to be able to buy it? No, you could buy it from a friend or family member that's going to be willing to sell you some of their XRP, but that's about it.
At $2.50, and y'all selling at $2.50. Stop.
So for me, it's like I'll buy XRP even when it goes up to $10,000 a coin. Just like people are buying Bitcoin right now. How are people buying Bitcoin at $100 and something thousand a token when it has nothing behind it? It's smoke and mirrors. I'm saying even the value of what it is, no one knows anything about Bitcoin. Now, the real XRP people do because they've done their due diligence, they've done the research. We all know that Jordan Brito and David Schwartz and Jed McCaleb were the creators of Bitcoin. Bitcoin stands for beta tested coin. They utilize Bitcoin as a beta to test the market for the cryptocurrency or blockchain ecosystem that we currently call it today. But it was a fucked up fudge coin because they knew that
you just broke a lot of hearts.
Too much energy, all of the above, man.
Yeah, exactly. So Bitcoin it's going to stay in the ecosystem. Like I said, once it gets rewritten, but right now the whole financial system is going to be dumped onto Bitcoin because it's trash. And then they're going to slit Bitcoin's throat, and then they're going to revive it after they crash the entire monetary system. But
what about the Lightning Network?
There's no lightning. There's no lightning to it. That's the problem.
It's AOL. It's AOL. You got mail.
Adam, I came on because I have a question for you.
Sure.
Hey everyone. Listen. So, will we need to be accredited investors to hold XRP?
Well, if you already hold XRP, you will be accredited.
Right. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Get it now before you.
But you're not going to even be able to be an accredited investor, I don't believe, because if it becomes an ESDR, technically you're not supposed to hold the asset, right?
Right.
It's going to become a tier 1 asset because it's going to become part of the basket of goods within the Basel III Accord system for the new financial system. So like the way the banking system works right now, do you know why you even go to your bank? Like, do you know
Because
why
they own
you
my
go?
money.
Like, well, you go, yeah, to get access to your money, but it's to
Well,
get
I need to
access
get my
to
money.
The
not.
system.
It's to get access to
No,
lending.
I'm being sarcastic, man. I'm being sarcastic.
No, I know what you. I know you're joking around, but for everyone that's listening and wants an educational thing, it's to get access to lending. This all goes back to ancient systems of how the world was always ran. So you look at the United States, it was considered the new world, right? If you came over here, how did you buy land that was divvied up? You had to go to your local lord or bishop that was here in the United States at the time, which was colonies, and get lending from them because they were the ones that were through the bloodline connected to the royal family of the King and Queen of England. And they were able to get lines of credit from the King and Queen. And from their line of credit, they were able to issue people here in the New World line of credits. So they were considered banks. And the only reason why they were able to do it was because the King and Queen knew that they were descendants of them through blood, or they were entrusted by the King and Queen. So all banks are a separated entity from the King and Queen of England. So you look at the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is the printing press for the King and Queen of England in the United States. From the Fed, you then have what? Credit unions, right? And then from credit unions, you have banks. So you either go to your local bank or you go to your credit union. Most people can't go directly to the Fed and say, hey, look, I'm going to borrow this paper at 0.01%. And I would need 5 million of it right now. Okay, not a problem, Mr. Hancock. I'm going to give that to you. No, you go to your bank because that's what the credit unions are getting their paper at. That's what the tier one titled is what you like to call it, accredited investor gets, because they get to go directly to the lendee, the lender that owns the printing press. So we are all now holders that are considered lords of the King and Queen of England. We now have our own way of printing debt. And this is why I was telling everyone, if people were listening to the show from the beginning.
Hold on real quick. Let me interrupt. Let me interrupt real quick. Big Watch Dude said it's to get the suckers. We go to the bank to get the suckers, the free suckers.
But yeah, because you're paying high interest on money that if you had direct access, you would.
No, the candy that's in the doggone jar that when you're talking to the people.
Yeah.
They got the dum-dums.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So basically what I need to do is rewatch this part of the stream because some unknown person that's not on screen is dropping gems.
Right. Thanks for Adam coming in. I appreciate you as well, dropping the gems to the community.
Heck yeah.
Really giving the breakdown. We really needed someone like you to come in and kind of clarify a lot of this confusion. So, man, I really appreciate you coming on tonight, Adam. And everybody else on the stream. We're definitely probably going to go 2 hours tonight. So we got another about 40 more minutes to go.
Oh, wait a minute. How are we going 2 hours tonight?
I got no significant other.
No liability.
I do got a son that's got to go to school tomorrow. So we're going to only go about 2 hours.
Fish and crawfish, man.
But hey,
Adam,
it's kind of nice.
I didn't mean to interrupt. Adam, keep going, brother. Keep going.
Yes, thank you, Adam, for sharing.
No, you guys are very welcome. I told everyone, learn maritime law. Maritime law teaches you about the real system because it teaches you about how everything was written into current standings.
I did almost 5 years.
And everything is about water and shit. Like,
well, it has everything to do with.
And Ripple is water.
Navigator, can you drop the link for Apex?
I got it. It's in this chat. Anybody else who wants to jump in? I got a few more spots. If you guys are feeling bullish, if you want to come on for the first time, hold on, Sean. If you want to come on for the first time, you don't have to show your face. Just jump in the chat and share some knowledge with the community. Go ahead, Sean.
Adam, I got to tell you, Adam, I went down that rabbit hole about maritime law And I actually have a maritime law book that I bought probably in 2013 and started reading part of it. Never got through the whole book, but it's a maritime law dictionary, kind of like Black's Law Dictionary, 1945. So yeah, dude, I'm like resonating with everything you've said. Thank you.
Yeah,
Check
I mean,
it out, man. I floated for damn near 5 years on a United States Navy ship. You understand what I'm saying?
I did 2 weeks.
I mean, if you look at it too, like, okay, so you were on a United States Navy ship, but once your United States Navy ship's on international water, it changes. That's why a lot of these ships change their flags, right?
Yep.
Because
well,
and then if you look at
you know what a shellback is? You know what a shellback is, Adam?
Talking about the back of the ship?
No, a shellback.
No, I have no idea.
Cross the equator and shit.
That's somebody that's
do a
crossed the
ritual.
equator, and you done a ritual. Okay. So yeah, I've been across the equator 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Awesome.
So I understand the maritime thing, man. What I'm saying is, I'm a real life sailor. I was in the Navy, right?
That's awesome.
So yeah, man.
Me too. Not in the Navy, but maritime industry for 10 years, buddy. So I know I've had some really close encounters with death with ships, literally. So yeah.
Shout out to the shellbacks.
And now, if you look at everything now that's really going to mix this next shift of the financial system, what's one of the biggest things they keep talking about? They keep talking about a cyber attack, right? In the process of that cyber attack, they keep talking about cutting the transatlantic cord, right? They keep talking about cutting the.
They tried it already. They did it. Not the whole thing, but keep going, Adam. Keep going.
The reason why they're going to do that is you can't blame any one country because it's going to happen on international waters, right? So there will be no one to blame for the fallout. They will pick a country, obviously, to blame because it always has to be
communication? Is that communication or is that like monetary?
Both, because communication and monetary lines run on the same cable. That's why they're talking about Web3 ecosystem, right? We are going to be making email the new transfer of money.
That's
so when do you think
up there and Starlink to do the redundancy program? Ukraine was a test net for all digital payments because as soon as that country went into war, Stellar put the Constellation network and the option of payments immediately online, and everything ran on Stellar. So just so y'all know that.
So and now if you look at everything repeats itself, but they add layers to it each time they go because they have to. So the rule book is this: when they created the Federal Reserve to start everything, they did start breaking up the rail lines. And the one rail line they started with was at Penn Station. So if you go back, you can look at when the Federal Reserve was created. They derailed the train in Penn Station and it went through and killed a whole bunch of people. But I think it killed 13 people. So I always thought that was interesting, right? There's your Masonic number again.
Yep.
And then you had all these other rail issues that were happening. Well, during COVID, what was going on? We were having cargo derailments, right? We were having people dying on trains. We had that chlorine disaster that took place over in the one place that was already predicted or it happened there prior. So they redo things to show that they're going through their process of reconstructing things. People that are part of the Masonic occultism, people that are part of the cabal, ritualisms, they'll see, okay, well, that happened. That's why they created newspapers and the Mockingbird Project, because even if you were in another country, you'd be able to hear about, okay, well, they're going forward with the plan. So what happened last week, right? Or I should say, was it this week, the beginning of it? Trump came in and he rang what?
Bell.
Yep, the bell. Liberty Bell, Liberty Token, right? He has a Liberty Token. People didn't put that together. And then they also, people that were staying awake and, were visually not impaired, also saw that he did it within what? The Citadel, right? Citadel, and the symbolism for the Citadel is a castle, right? So he's ringing the bell within the new kingdom of the new monetary system. Then they also put in the golden chicken up at the clock tower.
You think the bearable guy was giving us hints and shit before?
Of course, bearable guy.
Because he definitely had the building. He definitely had the bail.
Who do you think? Who do you think bearable guy
tower.
1, 2? Who do you think bearable guy 1, 2, 3 is?
That's definitely David Schwartz. There's got to be
Brad Garlinghouse
or Brad. It got to be one of the two.
Too. I think you're right, bro.
BG 1, 2, 3, and then BG, and then who's part of the three? David Schwartz, Brad Garlinghouse, Arthur Brito. That's BG 1, 2, 3.
Not financial advice, speculation only.
Y'all are
we just figured out Blue's Clues, everybody.
Yeah, y'all about
so that's why I always laugh. Everyone's like,
"That's funny."
David's the bear.
I'm about to get banned.
David's the bear. Did you guys not know that?
Of course.
Exactly. And
I thought he was the predator.
Who do you think the guy with the crown is? Who do you think the king with the crown is? I want everybody's opinion on this one.
Gary Gensler.
The king with the crown.
I think it's a metaphor for the system as a whole.
Well, if you watch the king with the crown and you watch
who's the king with the crown?
Yes,
Charles.
King Charles.
God.
Because if you watch everything that happened to the king, it correlated exactly with the things that happened with King Charles. King Charles got his black eye, right? Then what? The king in the riddles got his black eye.
I never noticed that.
I dropped the
link. If you go back and look when King Charles got his black eye. It was during COVID. Oh, something, he slipped and fell fucking while he was choking on a pretzel stick, just like George Bush. And
so in every picture, he had a wrench, and sometimes the wrench would be lost or whatever. So what do you think that represents?
That means that the system's failing.
Mm-hmm.
Like trying to throw a monkey wrench in the system type shit?
Exactly. And then if you look at the photos, too, when the bearable guy was showing the button that was lost, if you look at Trump when he was ringing the bell and he was there at the stock market exchange, he only had 2 buttons on his shirt.
Yes, I noticed that. Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
And there's another thing: the cracks in the crown. I think were months that we were and that we needed to wait. Like it was giving us a significance of the timeline of how many months we were going to have to wait before the crown actually broke.
Yeah, that's the whole play.
That's what I read.
It's not going to be until February.
The whole play is the timing, man. The whole play is the damn time.
You said February?
The whole play.
Because February is right before SBI goes live with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's in like March, right?
The esoteric, there's 13 months in the calendar, right? And not 12.
And Yoshitaka Tatal said that by 2025, that banking consortium from SBI, everybody's going to use XRP. I just think that the crazy
Listen to what you just said, though.
That BG123 is BG, is Brad Garlinghouse. Go ahead.
Everybody is still speculating on dates. We've had 100 dates and ain't shit happened.
Yeah, but no one's following the real dates. They gave you the whole
timeline. Still going on dates?
They gave you the timeline years ago. Just follow the banking schedule. They all goes off of those dates.
Listen to what I'm saying. I, as an investor, don't give a shit when they make this shit go. I'm set. I don't care about your date. Your date only makes me pay attention to your bullshit. That's all it does. If you're invested the right way, the date don't matter. I don't give a shit if it's today, tomorrow, a year, 10 years, 100 years. It don't matter. The date is controlling a lot of y'all. Y'all hanging on that. And y'all waiting. You're watching your phone. You're watching your TV. Oh, this gonna happen today. And nothing happens. Look back at every date that they gave you and what happened on that date for XRP. Nothing.
Listen, I'm going to jump off for about 15 minutes and then I'll be back on if you guys need me.
Okay.
All right, Adam. Thanks, buddy.
All right, Adam. Thanks.
I'll be back on in a little bit, guys. You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, Adam. Y'all go look at the dates, though. every date that
I mean, I do agree, bro,
this
because
gonna
there was so many dates that was supposed to be, oh, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, and I'm at the point where I don't even care about dates either. Honestly, as long as your position, you got your bag right, really doesn't matter. Like, obviously, we want it to happen as soon as possible, but you know, all it's doing is giving people more time to get in.
I think a lot of that was,
that's it.
Put
Thanks,
all those
Gary.
dates, put all those dates in the all the world is a stage file. That's what I think a lot of that was, because I heard a theory earlier today that the whole thing with Ripple join their thing, being a threat to the SWIFT system, then they get sued and then they get slowed down, regulatory capture, was to make it look like the deal was already made for Ripple years and years ago, like way before 2015. But they wanted to make it look like the federal government was doing an end around to make it look like there wasn't a deal set, but there was a deal set. Kind of like the way the Federal Reserve came into being. They made it look like Congress came up with the idea, but it was really the creature from Jekyll Island with the 5 richest families in the world that set up the Federal Reserve, which is a private bank, but made us to believe that it was a government entity. So that's kind of where I am on that, if that makes sense.
It was actually 13 families, not 5, Sean, but
yeah. Well, I'm just
and Apex, I want you to go because you haven't talked yet. And Apex, you've been in the community one of the longest, and I would like your opinion right now. What are you feeling after you heard all this? You were very patient. Talk to us.
Yes, Apex.
Man, I like listening. Yeah, I mean, I kind of resonate with what Marvin's saying. I mean, to me, the dates thing. I mean, I've seen every date under the sun holding XRP since 2014. And so I do think you can become too fixated on that. I will say dates do. I mean, part of it depends on your timeline. I think it does matter. I mean, we're all at different stages and have different goals and different needs. So I think if you're someone that I've got to have it right now, I want my cake now, I mean, it could go off tomorrow, right? But we just don't know that, right? So I think patience is always the perfect antidote to the anxiety that I often feel with, hey, when's this going to happen, right? And I think one thing I've just learned is, if I'm in, like, if I get angry or upset that it's not happening sooner than I think it should, that's probably more of a me. Like, I can either blame the system, I can blame Gary Gensler, I can blame Joe Biden, I can blame any number of things, but really it's a problem with myself, right? And I think one thing that people are going to have, nobody's talking about, I think is going to be a rude awakening for many, is if you are impatient now and you think you're suddenly going to find patience once you're wealthy, I think you need to look in the mirror a little bit longer. Because I think it's easy to say,
True,
my life is going to be better someday when I have more money, when I'm not punching the clock, when, but wealth doesn't make those things go away. I mean, sure, maybe you can, flip your boss the bird and walk out of a terrible, toxic job environment. Like, those are all real things. But if you think your psychology, your disposition, your emotional state is going to go from, if you're in an unstable, or if you feel like you're in an unstable spot and you're going to go to stability just because you got more zeros in your bank account, like, I don't know, man. I think that's what I'm focusing on in that waiting period. So while you're waiting for whenever moon happens or whenever you can cash out your first position, right? Whatever your goal is, right? What are you doing to prepare yourself for that beyond just stacking your bags, right? Everyone talks about stacking your bags, dollar cost averaging, buying more XRP, buying more, whatever it is. But but like, how are you preparing yourself for your next life when it comes, you know? So I know it's kind of going off on a rabbit trail there, but I'm preaching that not to preach, like I'm preaching that because I have tried to practice that more in my own life the last 3 years, because I think I wasn't practicing that as much as I should, and I know that's going to be important, you know.
It is.
2 weeks from now, 6 months from now, 5 years from now, right? It's going to be important. So, I don't know. That's kind of my thoughts on it. And other than that, I mean, Riddlers. Y'all know how I feel about Riddlers. I don't believe in them.
Blow, I be counting dough.
Bears aren't real for me, but that's okay. We can still be friends.
What are you practicing to drink your wine with your pinky up now?
Well, there's
I think like
to think about.
Wow, really? Pinky
The
up?
Modelo?
Pinky up?
No, you know what's funny though? I do think of, like, you know, he gets a bad rap, or sorry, depending on how you feel about Dave Ramsey, if you don't know that name, you know, personal finance guy. But I think there is something like, you know, people call into a show and they say, hey, I just inherited $50 million, right? Because my parents passed away and I got all this. What do I do? And basically his thing was like, you don't have to do anything with it right away. Like, and that's kind of like what's sticking in my mind. Like, if we wake up tomorrow and XRP is $10, like, I'm probably not going to do anything the first 24 hours.
Don't do shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
go to work, go to the gym, live your life as
I would just be happy, but it wouldn't change anything.
Like, I might call in sick that day,
something,
right?
I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Go on, Marvin.
I'm gonna tell
I
y'all
can take a
something.
day off.
Y'all check this out. If you just start using that device that you carry around every day, that phone, go into the calculator mode, app, whatever you want to call it, and start typing in the prices that you think that this thing may go to someday while you're still breathing. Amaze yourself and become comfortable with looking at those type of numbers. Because if you can't look at them now, when they're not here, you ain't gonna be able to stomach it when they really get here. So prepare yourself for what's coming.
No, you're right. You're right. No, and I got to say one thing. I have one problem with Dave Ramsey, and I've been listening to him off and on.
I want to say something too, guys, because I'm sorry, I jumped off for a little bit. I had to run an errand. So I'm running an errand right now. But
can you hear me?
Has anyone ever watched the interview with Roundhouse in his days when he was
Adam, you're rugging right now.
Where was the company? Was
Adam, can you hear me? You're rugging.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was. Only thing I wanted to say
better
before you get back on is that the only problem I have.
Can you hear me now?
Ramsey,
yes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Adam,
we can hear.
Can you hear me now? Good.
The only thing.
All right. Do you guys remember there was Brad was working for a company? Was it AOL? Where was he working at? I forget. And they did an interview with Brad.
Yeah, he was working at AOL, if that's the interview I'm thinking about.
Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan.
You're on the magic carpet, right, bro?
The only thing I was going to say is about Dave Ramsey is that the one thing about him I didn't like is that he would say that if people wanted to diversify into gold, he always went against that. And I'm like, why would you go against God's money? That's the only problem I've ever had with Dave Ramsey. Everything else, I think he's spot on. Go ahead, whoever's next.
Okay, well,
I think Adam's rug.
Yeah, something with about what Apex was saying. So we do need to prepare ourselves when this stuff moons. There is a such thing as sudden wealth syndrome. We also need to prepare for trusts. We should be learning about all that stuff now. I know Marvin has his LLC going. He listens to Jake Claver a lot, but there are other companies out there as well. So I think we should start doing research on that. Probably yesterday. That's it.
I got mine.
Good.
Oh, congratulations, Jess.
Yeah,
Talk
you
so
talk to
so
Fuma's the one that knows more about it. I just
yeah, for
and then
shit
my
show.
wife
For
knows
shit
all this
show.
stuff.
Yeah.
For shit show,
We'll be
man. Holler at Fuma,
targets, so
man.
you got to protect
And
yourself.
Fuma can get you your shit cheaper than what I paid for it. But I paid for it because I wanted it done right. I didn't want to make no mistakes. I didn't want the mistakes to be on me because what I believe, my bad.
Oh, dude, this guy right here is coming in my chat trying to freaking do some crazy stuff right now. Wow.
What's going on?
Hey, man, we love the haters, man. Salute to the haters, man.
You get some dude just came in. I'm so glad StreamYard shows a preview art. I'm banning this dude right here. Bam! Try to come.
He's
in
trying
my
to
chat.
show his junk,
Crazy.
bro. What the hell?
Oh, yeah,
dude, it
nah,
was
we ain't doing all
there you
that.
go.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Come on,
You always
man.
see that like
hell
back page
no.
or something.
RIZI was his handle.
Hell
this
no.
is like wow.
Heck no.
Horrible.
You are
I
banned
don't
from my
understand
studio.
man.
Yep. Here we go. Keep going, guys. Sorry.
Man. Anywho.
Hey,
When that crypto blow, I'll be counting
if you're
dough.
doing something right, you have haters and you have people that will try to get you off your game. Now, thank you, Lord, that was confirmation that we're doing something right here.
Right.
Yeah, I smile and keep it pushing,
he's trying
man.
to come back after I banned him. Wow.
I smile and keep it pushing, man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
My money don't fold. It's
I'm gonna take a
digital.
screenshot.
It's digital. You do.
this is. Oh yeah, this dude right here. Keep going, guys. I'm not gonna let it FUD me out. Keep going.
My money don't fold. It's digital. Go ahead, Taylor.
Gotta get your cryptos critical. Fiat is a joke. You be still broke.
Hey Tails, I heard you on Amazon Music today with bags. I was like, let me check out. And XRP Bags is on Amazon Music. I was like, yeah, that's what's up. So
is that like
in my loudspeaker?
Is it like Pandora?
With no commercials. So basically,
damn, sound like a commercial. No commercials.
Right, no commercials. I was like, just play oh shit, she'll talk. I was like, you know her name. Play XRP Bags. And then she played it, and then I think what was the song? GSX, I think the one that you were on. GSX.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. That's what came
up.
That's
the cleanup. That's the cleanup one. Yeah.
Built on XRPL, GSX.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be good, guys.
Oh man,
Definitely.
just stay. Y'all in the right spot, man. Just stay patient. I mean, just stay. Stay down, stay diligent, man. And keep doing what you're doing. Don't let nobody and don't let yourself get distracted. Right? And I'm telling me this, Marvin. Don't get distracted because I'm getting distracted a little bit, right? Because things have went up. I mean, when you see your shit 5x or 10x or something like that, you be able to work, But the thing is, I'm not pulling profits out of that because it's not where I want it to be. I gotta go where I think these different projects. I don't buy a project. I don't buy 1 penny because I think it can go to 2. I buy a penny because I think it can become a whole damn dollar.
Stack it up there.
You get what I'm saying?
100x.
Yo.
Bro.
Just a side note though, like because we were talking about stacking coins, and we were just talking about GSX. I actually had some of that when I did the track with him. They sent me some of it, and I sold it way long ago. That shit is blowing up right now. I'm low key sick.
Come on, Tim.
I bet.
Come on, bro.
I had a fat ass bag too. I'm tripping, bro.
Hey man, you know how I feel about that healthcare I ain't buying. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm holding on to that one.
Something,
you guys keep going.
Don't get flooded out your stronghold, man. Listen to anybody else, man. I'm tell y'all. So this the thing. If you buy, I'm sounding like a broken record. If you buy an asset, because these are at this point they're not cryptocurrencies. They're financial digital assets. So if you buy an asset, if you put your time into it, you put your research into it, you put your finances into it, you skip the burger, you skip the steak, you skip the shrimp, you eat bologna, you eat whatever you eat, right? But if you put all that into it,
ramen
then it
diet.
must have meant something to it. It must have meant
Fried
something
bologna with
to
the cheese, get stuck on the roof of your mouth
Come
type
on.
shit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
With barbecue chips
Yeah,
on your
Or
sandwich.
ham and cheese.
Yeah.
Ham and cheese.
Go back
Hell yeah.
and make another fried bologna sandwich and study why you don't want that damn fried bologna sandwich no damn more. If you get
Yeah,
what
that
I'm
bologna
saying.
got to puff up too, man. They got to have that nice little puff on it first. You know, that's how you know it's done.
Right in the middle.
You got to know how
In
to
the
cook
middle,
it.
yeah. That thing got to get right.
Same
You need a puff in the
thing
middle
with
and
the
a crust
crypto
on the side,
space.
on the round.
Same thing with the crypto space. You got to know how to cook it. But
Yep, you got to let them bags puff up. You know what I'm saying?
once you buy the doggone bag of XRP,
Then you eating.
sit
You
your
feel
ass
me?
down. Yeah. And when you think, or you let somebody else convince you that you done something wrong, that's the first thing you need to check is you done let somebody else think you done something wrong. That's your first problem, is worrying about what somebody else think. I don't give a fuck what you think about me or what I'm doing with my money. I don't care what you do with yours.
Don't watch me. Watch TV.
Watch yourself. Watch your step.
Now watch
Yo,
YouTube
macaroni and hot
first.
dogs. I ain't never had that one.
Don't watch
Me either.
TV.
I'm not eating no hot dogs. I ain't going there for it.
Man,
You're
I
not
feed that stuff to
you're
my
not a
kids all
glizzy.
the time.
You're not a glizzy guy.
Hey,
no.
What up, guys? I'm gonna have to shout out to the chat. I'm gonna have to tune out. Got to do real stuff. Navigator, thanks for having me on as always. Apex.
Oh, gee, this is real stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was a great show tonight. Nina, Tails, as always, and Diamond Hands and Marvin, OG Marvin. I'm gonna listen in, but I gotta do stuff. So, and if Laura Level's still in the chat, I'm gonna reach out to him tomorrow about some stuff. So, guys,
y'all check this out. Let me ask y'all a question. When you
about
jump
to go?
off.
Go ahead.
Peace out, DJ Jazzy.
Where y'all think we're gonna be this time next year?
Okay, great question. I had at the beginning of the show, I had a phone call with a good friend of mine, and he asked me that same question. Where do you see this in 6 to 18 months? And when I talked about XRP, not financial advice, I said we could be looking at north of $100 in 18 months. But probably in 6 months, the way things are going in politics, and with the other utility cryptos that we are looking at and investing at, buying at a minus 5x margin based on the XRP price, that we're looking at even bigger gains. So,
gotta have that bubble on it.
Yes. So you don't.
Yeah, man. Puff
If you
that
don't
thing
have
up.
if you don't have that much XRP, that's fine. But some of these other utility cryptos, you can get instead of a 5x on XRP, you might get a 10 or 20x with some of the other tokens.
Mute your mic if you're not talking.
So in 6 to 18 months, brothers, sisters, we are looking at major gains. And there's literally, in my opinion, nothing can stop it, because everything that was done to hold it down has been exposed. So we're in good shape. And with that, I'm listening in. Love you guys. I'm out.
Bye, Sean.
My money don't fold.
Crazy
Bye,
thing is,
Sean.
man, is you hear the number 1,000 XRP and it sound like a low number, but think about if you had 1,000 Bitcoin today, or 1,000 Ethereum, or 1,000 BNB.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's talk about those coins, guys, because
right
there's some new people here. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Marvin. I apologize. So before we get off tonight, if anybody would like to just give your opinion on what you're doing with your money, and let's say 5 coins only, Okay. So everybody hearing or rewatching the video, and those are hearing my voice right now, I do have a Cash App on here. It helps me in an amazing way. If you feel like you got some content and you want to share with this community and help me out keeping this going, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Nina, for sending me a Cash App. I really appreciate it. Chris has issues, bro.
No
You
problem.
are the best, bro. God, you don't know how much you help me right now. And anybody else, it just pays for the stream, keeps this going. I really want to take this to the next level. Most of us here are going to continue to do it regardless, because we care about the community. We care about people that are listening to our voices, and we want everybody to make it. And thank you, everybody, for being a part of this. I love doing this. I think it's so great what we're doing for people and for us as well. It's a great outlet for us. And I get a little nervous every time I do it, guys. I won't be honest. I mean, I will be honest with you and not hide it from you. It's tough. It's tough doing this. It's tough getting the troops rounded up. But you know what? When I get over that fear and I get into trusting what this is about and where it's going and the community that comes alongside me, it really just, it keeps me energized. And I want to thank each and every person listening to my voice, being here and being a part of this, because we're all a team. We're all here to grow and learn from each other. That's what this is about. That's why I do this when I can, every single Wednesday when I can. So thank you, guys.
Stick with it, man. I appreciate you putting me on, man. You brought me out my shell. I wasn't gonna do YouTube. I was YouTube. I didn't fuck about no damn YouTube.
You were in a shell.
And my people around me kept saying, you may need to, let people hear what you're saying. It's all you do. And at the end of the day, somebody just said something funny to me. And I don't want to get it wrong, but they said, Marvin, we need a whiteboard class. That shit. No, I'm not teaching, man. I'm just sharing what I've learned.
He's not teaching, he's preaching.
Because the thing, this is the reason, y'all. A lot of us have been born into situations where people would rather see you bump your head because they had to bump their head, right? So they say, well, shit, I ain't gonna teach you what I know. Shit, I had to bump my head. I'm gonna let them bump his too. Instead of teaching you how not to bump your head, right? Now, as some of us are parents, I don't want my kids to go through what I went through or bump their head like I bumped my head, but I also want to make it better. And I also want to leave something for my kids, right? But I want them to learn at the same time while they're prospering in life. So if they learn, they can pass it on. That's what this is about. That's what generational wealth is about. It's about the lesson. It's not about the dollar amount that you have. It's about what you teach your kids. It's about what you pass down. It's about what you accept from other people, right? So shit, I'm gonna start a preach. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm off of that.
Preach.
Love y'all, man.
No,
that was Lizard King that said that. So shout out to you, Lizard King, man. Salute to you, bro. My bad, y'all.
No, you're good, Sean. You just sharing.
I want everybody to win, man. Shout out to the OG Sean T, man.
I just
Jess,
say,
man, go ahead, Jay. See, Marvin out of here.
Stay prayed up so you don't have to get prayed up. Guys, joy comes from the Lord, and money makes everything better. It's even in the Bible. But enjoy your ramen right now. Enjoy your pets, your kids, whatever.
What flavor though? Hold on, Jess. What flavor? You eating chicken, shrimp, beef?
I gotta have that shrimp,
pork,
the beef. I have all of them, brother.
The chicken.
Need that chicken one for sure. That chicken one is the hit.
Chicken dinner winner.
And a little bit less water. I don't need it all watery. You feel me?
Oh, I hear that.
Well, I've been in the county,
like
so I learned the guys taught me how to make spread. You put cheese in there,
that's some jail shit.
Bussin'.
Yeah.
I don't think I could eat another ramen now after I saw the video on how they're made and all the things that actually get in there that people are eating. Don't
thought those were
do
toasted.
yourself a favor. Do not watch that YouTube video. You will never eat another ramen. I don't care what kind it is ever again. I promise.
still eat bologna.
Same with that McDonald's video too.
Real quick. I got to say it because this is really important.
Bologna.
Be careful what you wish for. Okay.
If you know, you know.
And make sure that if you're going to research something, it's really important. Because sometimes when you research something, it really isn't that important, and it changes your perspective on life. And
wasting
things that
time.
you actually, what I'm mentioning is what you eat. So that is all I'll say.
You are what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm a double animal style.
We got 5 minutes left of this stream, guys. I like to keep it at about 2 hours. And for those that are going to stick around the backstage, stick around. I got a little bit of time left after. But guys, let's go around the panel. Let's go Nina, ladies first, and then we'll go Mel, Apex, right down the list.
We need another lady up here. I'm tired of being first. No, I'm joking.
We do. Hey, everybody, let's make that a challenge. Let's get more females engaged in the community.
Come on, sisters.
Yeah, you guys always be in the chat, talking it up, hanging out with the fam, man. Throw up, pull up, hop out.
You know, there's some female wives are listening right now to this channel and watching their husband be on stream or whatever the case is. It's time for the ladies to step up a little bit.
Oh, Diamond Hands, your wife would be good to get.
But if they don't,
look at this
then
shit, though.
the females are going to miss out. So
no, they not. No, they not.
Well, I say it like that, Marvin, because
go ahead.
I say it for a reason, because it's the lack of motivation that they need. They you have a wife and a husband for a reason. There's one that completes the other. So it takes someone like us or Mel or somebody else to motivate the wife because of fear. Like a lot of people will not get on the stream because they think they need to show their face. Like, she don't have to show her face. She just comes on to share knowledge and be a part of this community. And that's really what we need. We don't ask anybody to do anything that they're uncomfortable with. If they don't want to show their face, that's completely fine. If you want to get on the stream and share, great. If you don't, just jump in the chat at least.
Yeah.
Be a part of this, and don't be in the shadows. It takes faith. When you implement faith.
I want to say something real quick before I forget, guys. As a married man and in crypto, and my wife's 100% behind me, I want to speak to the men that their wives are not 100% behind them, and they're like totally against it. As a man, you do what you have to do to provide for your family. If that's only putting $50, into XRP, $100, sell your old car or something. And she doesn't even have to know. You just do it on your own because you're a man and you're going to take care of the future generations.
Let's go.
So let them hang and do what you got to do. And you come here for some support. And, there's going to be ups and downs.
If she leaves, she's going to be broke.
Let them hang.
If she leaves, she's going to be broke.
This is to piggyback off of what Alan was saying. When I was on CKJ, I told him this on the CKJ show. Listen, women are used to letting their husbands lead, which is why they're not in the stock market. You know what I'm saying? The husband usually handles the finance. So that could be it too, why a lot of women are not into crypto or the stock market or whatever. But I think it's time that more women learn about it and start handling their finances. They could still be a wife. They could still, you know what I mean, have that role. But it's best to learn about your finances, because what happens when your husband passes away? Lord forbid, you got to take over. You know what I mean? You got to know what you're doing.
With that young new thing.
Yeah.
Right on. Well said. So Apex, or actually Marvin, you go, then Jazzy. Jazzy's gone, and then Apex, and then Tails, and then Lotus.
So they're amazing guys.
So this the thing. I hope my cousin Jay Henry is listening, and I'm gonna let Nina tell this story.
Me? Okay.
Yes.
The blueprint.
Me and my cousin Jay Henry were talking one night, and when I was scolding my cousin about a bad move that he made in the crypto space, but at the same time scolding myself because you made that move too. But I told him he ain't listen, right? So I was kind of bullish. And the move that he did make, I'll let Nina tell y'all about that move.
Wait, if it
go ahead, Nina.
is it hold on, I'm trying to remember because we have plenty of conversations. Is it the one where he only put like $20 in and forgot about it?
No.
Oh.
No. How he got his wife
when she went spending.
Oh, the blueprint. Okay. So his wife was, I think I said this a couple of weeks ago, but I'll do it again. His wife was not on board. She had a problem with him talking to Marvin about crypto all the time. And so, she would nag and bitch or whatever. He didn't use those words, but anyhow, he got some crypto and put it on her card and let her go shopping. And then a couple months later, he showed her the same crypto that it went up, and it went up. I don't know the amount, but she looked at the amount that it would have gone up and the amount that it did go up, and she said, never let me do that again. So she got on board, and I was like, that is the blueprint right there.
Now, I pulled the exact same play, boys and girls.
Hold on, y'all. Nina was on the phone when my cousin was telling me this. Y'all know I'm the cutoff king. So I didn't let my cousin finish the damn story, right? All I heard was he put crypto on the card and let his wife spend it. Motherfucker, what are you doing? He like, hold on, cuz, let me tell you. Let me see what's going on. He like, and blase, yeah. So when he finished it, Nina was like, holy shit. And then I was like, holy shit, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, that is the way to get your spouse or your significant other in, is to let them see that, this is real. You can use this shit.
Marv, I want to clarify, sorry. Like, it's not financial advice, and this is what I did, and I would do it as a man. But, some people have to consult with their wives. I'm just telling you what I would do. So I had to clear that up. I don't want a bunch of people emailing me or, whatever.
That's care of diamond.
Yo, let me tell you what I did, man. So I was in a relationship for like 9 years, whatever shit, and I was in crypto, and I tried to get her involved in all that, but she wasn't having it or whatever, and I was cool with it because I didn't really want her involved in it anyway because she make everything bad. But anyway, so what I did was I had got her own bag and allowed her to be in control of it. And she didn't know how to sell it, so she had no choice but to hold on to it. And she be texting me still now, like, "Oh my gosh, crypto's blowing up!" Like, "Oh yeah, you wouldn't have known that shit if you didn't have that bag on you."
You ain't never bought a bag and just held on. That's what I'm on right now, yo. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, they just had to buy the hype and get held on.
Going into overtime.
Y'all listen, hold on. There's a song that I've been jamming this in my head right now, and it's by Crypto Till. You ain't never bought a bag and just held on. Yeah, y'all gonna get that, man.
Yeah.
Any last words you want to share, Tails? Keep going, buddy, because you're taking. Go ahead.
From the late great, I can't say late great, but for the great philosopher in crypto, it's really that simple. Get you some crypto. This and new system, get you some info. 20022 talking ice. So I knew that was gonna get you. I know she liked that track, but RLUSD is what I know,
It's really that simple. Get you some crypto. I swear I'll be walking around the house singing
it's that motherfucking simple, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Apex, you got any last words for the community? Anything you want to share insight wise that people need to be paying attention to or anything?
Man, you asked, a little bit earlier, what are the top cryptos I'm looking at for this cycle? I think so for me personally, I think especially over the next 6 months to a year, XRP, Hedera, HBAR, Hashgraph, I know Ethereum gets a lot of hate. It's probably not going to have the exponential gains, but its dev and ecosystem is, I mean, it's the biggest ecosystem. And so you got to pay respect where respect's due. I think it hasn't gotten to all-time highs yet. I think it will and still do well. And then Algorand is another one that's kind of, maybe a coin people have heard of, but again, if you're new, maybe not. It's flying under the radar. US-based crypto, Trump has said that he's very pro making the US the crypto capital of the world. So I think his admin is going to look specifically at projects here in the US. And again, right, wrong, and different. The US is the global superpower when it comes to finance. So that ain't no small thing. So couple other I'll just share really quick, just because they've appeared as top development chains in my blockchain builders report for over a year now. Shout out. The next blockchain builders report will drop in January, and that will be a full year of documenting developer activity on blockchains. But Cosmos has been in a top 25 chain on the blockchain builders report for over a year. And Cardano, and then lastly Avalanche. Those are the three that I would also look at. So not financial advice, but those are the ones that I'm keeping an eye on and have positions in. And last thing I'll just say is, even with the market dump today, guys, it's all part of the ride. The only way to get hurt on a roller coaster is if you get off the ride on the way down. So hang in there, fam.
Yeah. So listen, whether you like it or not, Avalanche is on the move. And I've said this a while ago, just like Solana was, as bad as it goes down, you know what I'd say. But Avalanche is on the move because it has, the VCs backing it. So it's what they want in some cases. So, and
give
real
us
quick,
your top 5 too, Nina. So you're talking.
Well, real quick, Buster said about those sandwiches, black pepper spam. That is so gross.
I ain't never had that one, bro.
With an egg.
I like black pepper. That wouldn't probably be too bad because spam doesn't taste good the way it is. So
I know. Right. All right. So my top 5 are XRP, XLM, XDC, ZBEC, and Algorand.
Okay.
Okay.
I like the diversification. Mel,
I'm
you
gonna say XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, VChain, DAG.
Ooh.
That's just a couple of them.
Okay.
XRP, Algorand, VChain. What was the other ones?
What are you calling it?
Mine in the top 5.
We're giving our top 5 to the
no
community,
more,
what we're investing in. We're not giving financial advice. We're just telling people what we're doing with our money. So give us your top 5 diamond hands. What do you think? The top 5 you're most bullish on?
The top 3 you guys already know, so I'm gonna go after that. So it's HBAR, Flare, and DAG.
Okay. Marvin, how about you, buddy?
If you don't have XRP, it's XRP 1, XRP 2, XRP 3, XRP 4, XRP 5.
Straight maxi, huh?
That's what it is. If you don't have it, now, you got your bag. Then it's XRP,
all right.
XLM,
Sean's gone.
XDC.
Apex gave his. Tails gave his. Lower. How about you, buddy?
Lower level.
Lower.
And then we're gonna end the stream, guys.
Y'all know I'm all ISO all the way, but I'm also a degen, so I jump on all the memes and all the crazy stuff. So
Illuminati.
Illuminati for sure. Trust, as of today, I've made a pile. I'm still holding on to my XDF. You guys haven't got into that, you should look. That thing's going to go somewhere eventually. I've let that one run way up and let it run way back down, and I'm holding the floor pretty much by myself, boys and girls. So,
Lord, let me hold something.
Let me hold something, Martin.
Let me hold something.
Keep going, Lola. Keep going.
Damn.
But I'm just saying, don't be scared out there. If you're positioned right, it's going where it's going. We all know where it's going. All we got to do is hold on for the ride. In the meantime, I'm playing in the meme space, making money and having fun. So y'all can come join me doing that, or y'all can just hold and wait till the end. It all works the same. So
it all works the same. Yep.
All right. Now I'm going to give my top 5. I've shifted around over the last 4 years. I'll be quite honest with you. And I've really diversified a lot of my coins down to my top 5. So for me, I'm 80% XRP. I'm 10% XLM. My next biggest holding is HBAR. It used to be XDC, believe it or not. A lot of the partnerships with HBAR that were announced, a lot of things happen in the background. I love the hashgraph technology. I love the different technologies, because we all speculate on many things, but in my opinion, you need several cryptos in the future. XRP will generally most likely be the most top winner, in my opinion. That's why I have own the most of it. But then again, XDC is going to be my 4th largest holding. And my 5th right now is actually VeChain. So shout out to you, Tails, for being so bullish on VeChain. And everything else, in my opinion, is just probably a lot of these coins that we mentioned, like Algorand. I missed out on Algorand. I didn't buy that quick enough. I didn't get any freaking flare. I got screwed out of my flare. And
yeah, I got screwed out of flare too.
I used to, Quentin, I like your picks too, buddy. The Sui, I missed out on Sui, and I really missed out on Stronghold. I got a little bit of Stronghold, but I didn't get in quick enough. I think Stronghold is, people are definitely sleeping on that one. SHX
tap in with GBLT,
probably going to do really well, in my opinion. All the XLM ecosystem, a lot of it, I think, is going to do well, and I slept on a lot of it, to be quite honest with you. But that being said, guys, we're going to get out of here right now. And anybody listening to my voice, please like the stream. Peace. Share the content on X or another platform if you think you got some good content and you like the people who are on the panel. And if you feel really generous and you really want to help me out, I am going through a divorce. Send me a Cash App. Help me out any way you can. I would really appreciate it. I am definitely not rich. And yes, we've made some profits, but it's going to be spent real quickly in my situation. So
you just ain't
thank you
accepted
guys
the tip,
very
man.
much.
Rich, man.
I am rich in the Lord, that's for sure. Absolutely.
There you go.
Rich in life.
Guides me, keeps me focused, and gives me wonderful people in this community. Like this person right next to me right here, this person right next to me here, down below, over to the side. Everybody here in this panel has supported me in my 4-year journey here in cryptocurrency. And if it wasn't for this family right here, honestly, I'll be straight up with everybody right here. My storm has been so terrible for 2 years. I would never have made it without you guys. Really. From the bottom of my heart, I thank everybody listening to my voice right now, because you guys have kept me sane and kept me right here, right now in this place. So I really care about you guys. That's why I do this every week. And
we care about
I know
you too,
the feeling's mutual. So guys, I'm going to end the stream right now. And those are sticking in the background, stick around.
Later,
right now.
glitches.
And no outro. Bye, guys.
Let's go.
My money don't fold. It's digital.